All right, so by the time this show is over, you want to post it at 11, right?
I was thinking I'd post it a little bit early.
Okay. Oh, why? Because of the tickets?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So, the tickets will be on sale. So the tickets go on sale at 11 a.m. if you're listening right now. So what do you do, Steve? You go to the Wilbur site?
Yes, you go to the link. Go to the link that we've been tweeting out. But if you go to the Wilbur and search for it, it'll come up.
Okay, so that'll be up. Should I be concerned at all about this thing yesterday with the ticket scan? Are people buying tickets? Is that possible?
It's actually kind of good for us because you've got automated bots that are going to wipe out the tickets as quickly as possible. So it's actually going to help you sell it out very quickly.
I don't want to have the listeners get stiff and have to pay more for tickets.
There's nothing we can do about it.
That's not good for me. I don't want these people to have to pay $300 for a fucking ticket.
Okay.
How is that good for me?
Just because it's going to sell out faster.
Yeah, but it doesn't do me any good. It does, but it's going to sell either way.
Unless you're running one of the scalper sites. Yeah, I guess not.
It doesn't help me if somebody's paying us $200 for a ticket.
Unfortunately, it's just an economic reality, and we can't really do anything about it.
I know, but I would hate for that. They're not going to buy like 800 tickets, are they?
It's possible.
Oh, that would really fucking suck.
It's what happens with a lot of events. A lot of events have, there's some algorithm that someone designed that's going to go in and wipe out all the tickets and then, hang on to them until like the beginning of June, keep the price high.
I guess that's part of when, I'm sure they recognize that people want to buy them.
Yes, of course. So there seems to be strong demand. If you went to that website yesterday, it actually popped up and said these tickets are expected to sell out really quickly. It's probably something that they do with every show, right? But, I would imagine that if the Wilbur wanted to, they could do something to prevent this kind of automated buying.
Well, I think we're going to have to, maybe a discussion for tomorrow. We'll see how it goes today, right?
Yeah,
maybe it'll go smoothly. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure something will be fucked up. We'll have to deal with some shit tomorrow and people will be all over us. And
it's not the first time we've crashed a website before.
That's true. It's a good point. So, looking forward to the Wilbur show, working hard on the Wilbur show. It's going to be great. So, by the time we're back here tomorrow, we'll find out what's going on with that. So go to the Wilbur site. Steve's been tweeting it out. And get the tickets there at 11 o'clock. And I get them fast, honestly. I'm not just saying that because, if you want to wait 3 weeks, great, but there may not be any tickets, and then it looks like you might be fucked at that point. So,
and there are people outside of the United States who are telling me that they're having trouble accessing that link for some reason.
Okay.
So I'm working with the Wilbur on an option for them, but my best bet, having not communicated with them yet, is to call their office and see if you can just buy it over the phone.
The actual hard line?
That's what I would attempt to do if you're outside of the United States.
I think that is essentially that woman that we saw the other day when we checked it, like the front desk right there. We walked in.
No, it's a different one.
They have a whole system?
Yeah. I think they have a ticket office.
If it sells out fast like that, I don't know if it will or not. They might want us to do another one. I have no idea. I don't know. I know KFC did 2 shows back-to-back nights. I have no idea. I don't want to do that. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what's going on with that. So keep an eye on that. And I just, have being off for a couple of days. I thought about the weekend a lot, obviously, and and I still can't get over, I was running this morning with a running jacket in the rain, or like a rain running. The guy, you know what I'm talking about? The guy who runs an running store in Cincinnati gave to me after the show with a bunch of socks, and he's just like, I had people from Charlotte and Florida and. These people traveled all over the place for this. It's just fucking madness.
It was crazy sitting down to watch some of the video and,
God.
And just the things that were going on. We had people out in the main street in Madawaska trying to hail a cab, except for it was a big plow tractor.
Right. When did you leave?
I left around noon on Sunday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Slept in?
Yes. Yes, I did. I got back to my place around midnight, and I had 2 seconds of rest and relaxation, and then I was like, holy fuck, we got to do the Wilbur now.
That's true. Yeah, I got up earlier. I was up at 5 or 5:30, and I got on the road right away, and the drive back was fine.
Yeah,
I don't think there were any injuries, right?
Well, I did slice open my thumb.
Well, that's true. There's no driving casualties.
No. There was some account tweeting out pictures of trucks off the road. Yeah,
it was a joke. What's weird is I did not see a single animal the entire weekend driving.
Yeah,
one. I didn't see you. I didn't see.
I think the blizzard conditions kind of tamped that down.
Even deers?
Yeah,
deer
will just bed down and stay in one place when a storm's coming. They're like the cows.
But even Sunday or.
Yeah, they could have been a little more active on Sunday, but it's tough for them to move through that much snow.
I saw so many signs of heavy deer for 12 miles or moose.
Yeah, those turned me on.
You like that, didn't you? I figured you would. So so we did the show and whatever, and so we did the show on Saturday in Madawaska at the what's it called? I'm sorry.
Lakeview,
which was great. They were awesome.
They were. Yeah.
Before we get to some other stuff, do we settle all the bar tabs that were controversial or not?
Yes, we did.
Okay,
yes,
good.
we did. We took care of it.
I know the show ended and the waitress came up to us and said there were a few which we covered. They were small. But Rick, I guess for some bar tab issues or something?
Yes, Big Rick tweeted out that someone apparently called up. I don't know how this person found out. Didn't even go to the Madawaska show. Called up and asked if he could pay off the bar tabs. And then Rick tweeted out about something, just thanking the guy for closing out those tabs. And then another 30 people called up Rick and said, hey, can we close those out? I mean, it's been said before, but the Minifans really put on an all-star performance. It was just insane. I didn't hear a single, report of Minifan misconduct.
No. And I mean, they were having a good time, but there was no. And I do think the people in Madawaska were thrilled. I mean, I think
they want us back.
We pumped in some real money in the economy.
Definitely.
We'll be back next year. We have to figure out, how we're going to top it. But we'll do it. We always do it, and there'll be other stuff going on. So I mean, we might as well just have the conversation now, I guess, and get it out of the way. So we do the show. It ends. People seem to really enjoy the show who were there. And I turned to Steve, and what was the first thing I said to you, Steve?
Mike was drunk.
Yeah.
Something along the lines of that.
No, I think I said, I'm going to fire this fucking guy.
Yeah.
I mean, just being honest.
Right.
I was like, this fucking guy is gone. I take this show very, very, very seriously. I understand it's not a serious show all the time. I take it very seriously. I thought I made it very clear, A, after Jack's Abbey, and B, talking about this before. I think I said it to you while we were down at Travis's house, down on the ground. Yep. I don't want anybody. I said that to you. I don't want anybody drunk at this thing. The fans can be as drunk as they want. We're there to perform, and you were in no physical condition to perform. It was embarrassing. I essentially had to get up and bail you out and shake my ass and jump up and down. I was happy to do it. I think something actually entertaining was born from that. You'll see a little bit of that at the Wilbur, I suspect. And it was just embarrassing. I was embarrassed. I was pissed off. I've been going back and forth with Steve and other people for the past couple of days, vacillating on whether or not to fire you. I
understand.
I still don't really know where I'm at.
I'm embarrassed. And I should know, I've seen a lot of shit on Twitter, like excuses and all that. I'm 28 years old. I should have known to say, I'm good. I don't need a fucking drink. I'm sad that in my mind, I don't know that I get like that. So Sunday, I was tweeting out all day because I thought I did a good job. And that's the thing that I'm most concerned about and going to look into and all that. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry to both of you guys that you had to deal with that. And I'm sorry if I took away from the show, which I'm sure I did. And I don't really know what else to do. I'm looking into therapy and all that. So, because I don't think it's an alcohol issue. I think it's a mental issue kind of, but I'm dealing with it. I'm trying.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm glad you're doing it. I think it's, I'm not sure what it's about either. I don't know. I suspect.
I don't know. The first time we played that Mike the Minifans audio, I was like, okay, that's an outlier. And now I've heard it multiple times where I'm slurring my speech and shit. I've never known that I did that.
Yeah, I don't care about Mike and the Minifans, honestly. You can get as drunk as you want. I'm just saying it's not my show. I mean, it is, but I mean, you can get as drunk as you want on that. I don't really care. But it's, this is people were trending. There are some people who thought it was a good time and thought you were funny drunk, and that's fine. I don't, if they went to Madawaska and thought that, that's great. But, I look at this as, and I don't think I'm Bruce Springsteen or anything, or sometimes I do. But, if somebody in Bruce Springsteen's band was inebriated at a show, that'd be an issue. If somebody showed up in an insurance agency and was drunk when their boss said to them, don't be drunk at this event,
yes,
they'd be fucking fired.
You're the most professional guy I ever worked with, and I think I didn't look at that enough in the sense that I was like, we're just having a few beers. You know what I mean? The people are drinking, so I can have a couple, and I'm fine. I thought I was fine. I don't know where that came from. And like I said, Sunday I was like, I had a great show. I thought I didn't realize I got like that. So I'm sorry to both of you.
It was definitely, you definitely did not have a great show.
I understand. I understand.
I thought it for me, honestly, it sort of tainted the whole thing, and it sort of dragged everything down. And when you're slurring and sort of woe is me, and the shit is going on, and it's just kind of like I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck are we doing here? I don't know. I don't know if Steve, is there any audio that stands out?
Oof.
Can I tell you what I revealed to so Steve was late this morning, so I felt like I had to give the people a little something. I revealed to 15 people what the Cullinane drop is.
I don't think we need to reveal that right now. That's just like, let's keep that. That's fine. Anything else?
Do you think she's involved with Stephen Murphy's business? You know?
What do you mean? Who?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
That woman.
I don't think so. I don't, why would she be?
That's what I'm asking.
I don't even understand what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
That's the kind of thing I get into here on Mike and the Minifans.
Yeah, I don't even like it's.
I'm fucking humiliated.
Yeah. I mean, what am I? This is after Jack's Abbey.
Right.
And this is after. Forget that as I told you this. I mean, it's not that I didn't tell you. I saw people saying, "Oh, Kirk didn't do a great job articulating it."
But it's not. You shouldn't have to tell me not to kill it.
But that doesn't matter. I did.
I understand.
It does.
But I'm
I
saying
did.
it shouldn't even have to.
I agree, but I'm just saying that I did, and
right.
So you go and do that, and I don't really know what I should do professionally. I don't know if I should fire you,
right?
If I should suspend you. I don't know. Steve and I talked about it a little bit over the weekend. He's pissed off. I mean, we're both pissed off, and you can, and I understand that you feel bad about it, and I know that you're a good guy and you feel bad and everything, and I do believe you feel bad, but I don't. I'm not sure what that does. I don't know. Right. I don't know, Steve.
It puts us in a really shitty situation because I think we both care about you, we both like you, but it's.
I get it, yeah, and it's never. I mean, I've said now I'm obviously not just quitting drinking at live shows, quitting drinking at least for a while in general, anyways, because I don't want to. I don't know that I come off like that. That's fucking embarrassing. I thought I was a guy that could have a couple beers and joke around, and that was not an example of that.
Well, also, yeah, and it also sort of manifests itself. I don't know. It turns into a sort of an ugly, passive-aggressive-y kind of thing too, where it's just a strange,
right?
A strange listen. And I was pissed off, and then truthfully, I'll be honest, I got even more pissed off when I saw your tweet yesterday. Because I saw your tweet as sort of a, hey, I'm tweeting this out, and I know I'm going to get a bunch of good responses from people who say, oh, you're great.
See, I saw that.
As opposed to just saying, hey, as opposed to just, I don't really care.
Okay.
As opposed to you just saying, hey, I haven't really heard back from my boss yet. I should probably shut my fucking mouth and not tweet anything out until he tells me to do something.
Okay. Sorry about that. I thought I was taking responsibility.
I don't know. How was I taking responsibility?
Saying that I thought I was good. I obviously was not, and I'm going to change things.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. So,
that's how I meant it anyway. I didn't mean it to be,
yeah,
any other way.
Okay. Steve, anything else you want to say or play or?
We've got the audio of you with DEC on Friday talking explicitly about this kind of a scenario.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I saw that, and there's a chance Mike didn't hear it. The audio, the connection was bad up there. You probably didn't hear the end of the show. Maybe you did.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, so all right. Well,
right.
I don't.
I know. I get it.
I'm not sure. What would you do if you were me?
I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, to defend myself, I know I'll never do that again, obviously, and I'm looking into.
I mean, who knows that?
I do.
I know, but you don't know that.
No, I do.
Okay,
because I'm not. I can say no to alcohol. Now that I know I come off like that, I can just say no. I'm not going to drink. In my mind, it's not a I need to drink thing. It's a I felt a little more confident with a couple pops in me, so I thought I could do that and handle it, and I can't, obviously. So I'm saying I can guarantee I'll never do it again, but you don't know that, so I don't know what I would do if I were you.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, I guess there's the question of the future is different from the question of what happened.
Yeah, no,
and
right,
it's
right.
I just kind of think of, if I was so shit-faced that I couldn't get the audio working, which I barely got it working sober, and, we don't have a recording and we don't have sound for the show, I wasn't able to do my job.
See, that's the thing. I get it, but I didn't show up there shit-faced. I didn't think of myself as drunk. I thought I was doing fine. I get it.
What defense is that?
It's not one. I'm saying I didn't go shit-faced. I was thinking I'm having a couple beers, but I'm fine.
Here's what I think.
So I wasn't,
here's my theory on it. Is you did Mike and the Minifans, and you were drunk, and I think you thought it was a good show. I went back and watched. I thought it was fucking horrible. You thought it was a good show. You were drunk. Yeah. Everyone was, I think, excited because they were there, which I totally get. And I think you thought that you had this great show, and even the message, even the sound that we played that night, where you said that a bunch of people said that you should replace me and you should host the show.
Kidding, obviously.
But I don't know. So, but there's a lot of that going on there too when you drink. So I think you thought the next day, I'm going to be this wacky drunk character, and like it just fucking didn't work. It was a time. I'm literally looking to the side, like, okay, well, Steve's busting his fucking ass, literally busting his fucking ass. Goes up there 2 days early. Is cooking, is going all around Maine doing shit, is literally putting a live show together for us. I go up there, it's my name on the show, it's my reputation. It's important to me to put on a great live show. You go up a day early, miss a show, which was fine. Well, I didn't care.
I would have come and done, that's not fair. I would have come and done the show. It was your suggestion.
Everything I'm going to say is fair here.
Okay.
Everything.
Right.
So you missed a show. I went up there. You went up there, which I said before is fine. We understand you want to go up there. Stuff didn't work. No big deal. You travel. You had to get up there early, do Mike and the Minute fans. Fine. We go up there, and there's a bunch of fans who travel all over the place. And yes, they want to hang out with each other. That's important to them. Yes, they want to do the fishing thing. That's kind of fun. Yes, they want to go to Mike and the Minute fans and meet you because that's a big part of it. You're a big part of the show. And they want to meet Steve and everything. But the main reason they're there is to see the show.
Of course.
I'm not saying this to be a dick. But
I understand.
If I didn't go that weekend, if it was Steve and Mike's trip up to Madawaska, Maine,
right,
there'd be 4 people there. Now people will tweet you and say it's not true, but that's
of course
that's true.
I understand that.
So, and by the way, it's a package of the show. Like if I went up by myself, it wouldn't be as good as if you guys were there. So I went up and I was excited and I thought this is, we're going to be big. The place was packed. The place was over capacity. The place was awesome. The people were great. Everyone was nice. We go on there and, 45 minutes in, I'm like, this is sabotage. I have to do this thing by myself. Because Steve is working.
There was a clear moment during the show.
You just played it, honestly. I think it was that moment, the second one where I was like, I just said, all right, find the microphone. Let's do some songs. And it worked out in the audience. I don't think it sounded as good translated on I actually listened to part of the show yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't listen to too much. But if you were there, the crowd had a good time. They loved it, which is great. And honestly, I'm not saying this to be a dick. You're lucky you're working with me because I'm so fucking good at it.
Right.
I can bail you out.
It's not an exaggeration.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. If you were working with some shithead, now, first of all, we wouldn't be doing this because no one would have thought of it.
Right.
Like I thought
it would have been
no one would be there, and it would have been a fucking disaster. Well, let's just say I had the flu, or I had a cold, or I had a fucking sore throat, or I had one of my mind. If I couldn't go, if I was 70% that night, the show we would have been fucked.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucked. Because you chose to do something that I explicitly, as you just said, told you not to do.
Mm-hmm.
I told you not to do it.
Right.
And now you work for me. It's not like I told you to show up wearing some fucking outfit or to fucking jerk me off.
No, I can't.
I'm your fucking boss.
And I
told you not to do something. I don't think it's that on you. If you had 2 beers, I wouldn't have cared.
Right.
I wouldn't have liked it, but I understood the atmosphere. I understood where we were at. I understood the room for that. But it got to the point. Let's play some more sound. Where it's kind of like, I was driving back from the Lakeview.
Yes,
Lakeview, and I jumped in and went to Big Rick's to go talk to Steve about this. That drive there, I don't know, was that a 15-minute drive?
Yeah.
I was sitting there I was actually pounding the fucking steering wheel like, I am going to fucking fire this motherfucker. I wasn't going to do it that night because you were so fucking drunk at the bar. I was like, I don't even want to have a conversation with him. But I pulled Steve into the map room and we talked for 10 minutes and Steve was pretty level-headed. Pissed, but level-headed, where he's like, well, it's not that, not that it's not that big a deal, but I think you were trying to, I don't know.
Well, I didn't want to escalate the situation.
It didn't make any sense at the time to turn into a thing, but I was like, I'm fucking firing this fucking guy. Go ahead, play some more.
It's my favorite part.
I think you're more drunk than were you more drunk than you were last night?
Not at all, not remotely.
What do you mean, yes? You didn't say me at least, that's good.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
Well, 95 talks about you.
Oh, I know. That's interesting.
They give you great.
They did.
Great pub, yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of that going on now. Yeah, that Frank Cohen. But I knew you and I. Everyone knew that Frank Cohen thing. Once we talked about it, it was dead.
So I'm curious about that because I've never. Will you?
Shut up.
Are you surprised at the way that was covered or no?
No.
You're making it a bigger thing because it's the Red Sox, but there's also a thing of it's being swept under the rug because it's the Red Sox. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. No one does.
What you said made no sense.
That was actually it right there. Honestly, that was actually it. Because I think right after that, I was like, all right, well, fuck it. And then it was just sort of like this other stuff where when Stacy came up, you were trying to be funny, but you sound like a fucking asshole. And the Kevin guy too. And I was like, fuck this. Honestly, fuck off. You know, that was just sort of my attitude. And I said, well, I'll just do it alone. I can do it alone. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm pissed off, and I appreciate that you're taking responsibility. That's great. That's a good thing.
And I'll take, time off if you want to, or even if you want to you can do whatever you want. You understand that.
I do know
But
that.
I'm saying, I'm not going to bitch about whatever you want. I will absolutely do.
Yeah. Steve, you have any other thoughts? Or?
No, not really.
No?
No, I mean, I think when we were talking before the show, I kind of made clear what I thought was fair.
What was that?
Just a suspension for the rest of the week. There's no question that it's a fireable offense anywhere in America, but that's not the outcome that I would prefer.
I'm going to see a lot on social media where it's like, oh, this isn't. I saw the Mayo guy who I went back and forth a little bit say, oh, this is not like a regular job. Yes, it is. Right. I mean, it is. It's not, and it is. Like that's not.
It felt like a regular job for me this weekend.
Yeah, me too. Like, when you tell your boss tells you to do something or not to, I don't think that's completely out of line.
That's the main thing. Is he specifically told me,
yeah,
not to do it, and I thought I could handle doing it. I guess.
You do Mike from his Periscope on Sunday. This pissed me off.
Kirk mad you were drunk?
Yeah.
I wasn't that drunk at the show. I got drunk after. But I don't know. I guess you'd have to ask him then.
See, but that's genuine. I wasn't being I didn't think anything of it, which scares me.
How did you think you were doing a good show on Saturday? What did you contribute to the show?
I don't know. Like, in my mind, I was like, oh, I must have done a great job. I don't know. I fucked up, and I was fucked up.
But what did you think you did well?
I thought I was funny. Like, I remember, people laughed at me, so that must mean I was funny, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, for me, it was just, I don't know. And there's sort of this, a little bit of, I can see what Portnoy's talking about, a little bit of this sort of woe is me thing, too, that pisses me off.
In what way?
The tweet, even the sound we played when you were drunk. There's a lot of things that are said in truth when you're drunk. And there's a lot of that going on during the show Saturday, where you're kind of doing the, dumping on people, and then even the Mike and the Minifans message you played about people saying how great you were. There's this sort of, I think this idea where you think you're, I don't want to say better than you are, but sort of that you think that when you say things like,
that's true at all.
All right, I mean it's kind of.
I mean, if that comes out, like you're saying, it comes out. I think that's me maybe being a character. Like, now I'm more confident, so I'm saying shit. That is not, that I can guarantee you is not true. That I'm this cocky, arrogant guy. That's just not the case. I wouldn't be that good at hiding it all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. This is sort of like the tweet. Just I don't understand. I don't understand the tweet.
What bothered you about the tweet? I'm just curious.
That you wrote it, first of all.
No, but like, what in the wording of it?
Let me find it. Let me see. Excuse me.
Because I didn't look. I was concerned about that. I thought of that before. I was like, if I word this wrong, they're going to say I'm doing...
It kind of gets worded that's, in my mind, I thought I had a good show, felt confident. Apparently, I wasn't living reality. Sorry if I detracted from an otherwise awesome show. I'll correct my mistakes. Is, to me, sort of a, hey, tell me that I'm a great guy. I want responses that say, I don't know. You get that, Steve, or no?
I mean, it's kind of, fishing for sympathy.
Yeah, that's okay. Right. That's the good phrase.
All
yes.
Right. Then that I will try and correct, too, because I don't look at that way. So that's maybe something I can figure out, with the help I'm looking to get. Maybe I just I don't realize that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, maybe it's not what you meant. I'm just telling you.
It's 100% not what I meant. I thought that looked like I had one completely wrong perspective of it. I was wrong about that, and I'm going to change it.
And, that's how I look. I think there is literally nothing that you could tweet in that situation that was going to make either of us, feel better. Really? I
don't know why. I just don't know why you thought you had to.
Anything.
I don't know why you thought you had to do it.
Because I was getting so much of it that I thought I should say something, but evidently I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's fine. That's minimal. The bigger issue is that, and I don't know. I believe you're legitimately contrite, but as Steve says, I'm not sure what that doesn't change the fact.
Right.
If you ran over a fucking kid drunk that night, I'm sure you'd be contrite about it. But does that mean there shouldn't be a punishment? Of course, there should be a punishment. I just don't know how to handle it and how to handle it going forward. That's all. And there's a trust issue that's been broken, and I don't know about how to handle that either. So, I mean, I would just tell you that, like, we're going to obviously give you some form of punishment.
Right.
And I'll be at the same time, like, you're going to be now on, just ultimate probation. Like, I just don't trust you. I hate to say it because I do like you.
I get it.
And I appreciate how, what you've meant to the show, but like, I feel like it's been broken. I mean, I told you not to do something. It's not good. I told you to wear a fucking blue shirt and you wear a black.
I get it.
Like, so it's sort of, I don't know. I just know what to do going forward. And I'd say, honestly, like, you can come back if you'd like, but I'll be actively probably looking for somebody else while you're back here, and you have to win the trust back. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you about the process. If I find somebody else who I trust more and think will do a good job, I'll just move you out and put them in.
I understand.
Or her in. I don't know, just being transparent.
I get it. And I don't know. Yeah, I thought I could have a couple beers and obey.
But you didn't drink beers.
What you wanted. I
mean, you did.
I didn't order anything.
But not. What?
I didn't order drinks.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, you're right. I should have just said.
Why would you say that though?
Huh?
What does that have to do with anything?
I wasn't seeking out alcohol, I guess. But I guess you're right. It doesn't have anything to do.
So
with
what?
it.
He drank them.
Right.
Like, I don't, and some people are like, oh, you encourage Mike to drink during the show. I'm like, even if I did as a joke, like, First of all, we're doing a live show in front of a bunch of people. I'm not going to be the fucking traffic cop after I've told somebody not to do something.
Right.
He's fucking 28. That's the other thing. People are saying, he's a young kid. He's fucking 28 years old.
Right.
Not 9. It's 22 or something. I mean, he's a fucking adult. You're either an adult or you're not.
Yeah.
But you had shots as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually where the tide turned, honestly.
Of course, yeah.
So,
that's definitely where it is.
if you had 2 beers, fine. I mean, obviously, that's not going to be the case anymore with these shows going forward for us.
Of course.
I want the audience to have as good a time as they want. They should drink. They're fucking there. They have a good time. You're in the middle of nowhere. Get hammered. I don't give a shit. As long as somebody else drives you home and you're safe, great. But we're there. I don't know. I take it. Maybe I'm overstressing this, and you guys have been around me enough. No, you're not.
You guys are.
I take this so seriously. You guys know. I take it so seriously that if there were, and I saw some people, and some people thought you were funny. I don't know why, but some people did. That's great.
Right.
And I hope they had a good time. But there were people there who have reached out to me who were like, it hurt the show, and for that really fucking pisses me off. It just fucking pisses me off.
Yeah. And you guys were both so professional, and I wasn't, and I'm sorry for that, and I will correct it. And like, this is an eye-opening experience for me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just feel bad for those people. I hope it doesn't affect their, going forward. I hope it doesn't. I'm sure it won't. But yeah, I don't, I'm just not sure where to go on this one. It frustrates me from like 50 different levels, because if I didn't like it, it'd be easier,
right.
It'd be like, fuck, goodbye. And if it had been something, so it's, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to it, so.
I get it.
I don't know. Where are you at, Steve?
I don't know. This is just such a fucking uncomfortable situation. Yeah, I mean, I think just the suspension is punishment enough, I think. And if you've got to be looking for another person to occupy that chair, I understand the trust issue there. I'm just more concerned about Mike. Like, if you like, I hope you do follow through and, get therapy or counseling or whatever it is.
3 people yesterday. I mean, it's a holiday, so no one got back to me, but
like, I mean,
yesterday was a holiday?
President's Day?
Nope.
Wasn't it? No. Well, I don't know why the places were closed then.
Nope. President's Day is next week. That's school vacation week.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I don't think yesterday was President's Day, right? That's early.
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but no, because the kids had school yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm confused. I mean, not confused, but what do you go like? What do you mean? Like, for what issue would you?
So I think the reason I say it's like more confidence and anxiety rather than alcohol is like part of the reason I do that is because I think I'm funnier when I have a couple beers in me, or I'm more confident or whatever. That's one thing a lot of people said on Friday. They're like, "Oh, you sound so much more confident." So I was like, "Oh, well,
I think cool. Honestly, I think you were.
Oh, well, great! I sound confident.
I think you're way more confident because I wasn't there. That was my takeaway. Like, oh, Dad's gone. I'm going to wave my dick around. Which is
I sound more confident on regular Mike Nimitz?
Which I understand. Yeah, a little bit. Which yes, you're monologuing all the time. Yeah, maybe. Which I understand. Like, I actually understand that. That's your show. You're the host of that show. That makes. I remember when John and Jerry were off, and I would host or be with somebody else who would say it was me or Mudd or something. in like 6-7 years ago, I felt more confident. Like I get that. And
I guess, or maybe I have more room. Yeah, maybe
yes,
you're right.
Yeah.
But whatever it was, my logic, a couple puffs in me, I'm more confident, I'm funny or whatever. So I think and I'm uncomfortable.
I'm only, by the way,
around that many people.
I'm just telling you that's not true. Like that's not like you've done. I presume these shows here sober.
Yes.
In Framingham, sober.
I
like this is not.
I know that now.
Well, I could have told you that. I'm pretty sure I did tell you after Jack's Abbey. Like in Jack's Abbey, I'm willing to give you a pass on because it was sort of a thrown together show.
Yeah.
Now my argument to that is we're always.
Still a professional setting?
Yes. I don't drink anyway, but, I wouldn't drink in those situations. And I don't know what Steve did at Jack's at. Maybe a beer or two. I don't remember.
Yeah.
No?
Never will again.
Right. So I'm just saying like that I'm almost willing to give you a pass on that it was new. We had started. Nobody knew we were going to do a show. Although I think you have to think now, if you didn't figure it out by now, hey, I'm working with this guy. Like he's going to do, and I'm not doing this to fucking blow myself, but like my goal is to give the fans the most entertainment we can give them.
You even could have just said, even if we weren't doing the show, you could have said, Mike, do this. And if I'm fucked up, then you know what I mean? So yeah, you're right.
Well, hold on. Before we get to that, let's do Smith's Country Cheese here first. So I saw Stacey, Steve is collaborating now.
Yes, it looks like Parody Supermarket up in Madawaska is going to be exploring their cheese options.
I mean, you said this, you're going to go small town to small town.
We are, yes.
We get Smith's Country Cheese all over the country, which is great. The official cheese of Podcast Jesus. We love Smith's Country Cheese. Go to smithscountrycheese.com. Use the code KIRK for 10% off all gift boxes. And this may be relevant to you guys today and tomorrow, depending how the show goes at Wilbur. For those of you who want to attend the show at the Wilbur, when you order a gift box using code KIRK, K-I-R-K, you will receive 10% off your order, but you will also, for each gift box you order, you will be entered into a blind draw for 2 tickets to the Wilbur show. You order 10 gift boxes, your name will be entered 10 times. So you may be listening to this read tomorrow, shut out, and saying, Jesus, well, pretty simple. You go to Smith's Country Cheese, you get a great product, you help out a great local company, and you have a chance to go to the Wilbur, and you're going to love the cheese. New England's everyday artisan cheese out in Winchester, Massachusetts. Great, great, great people. We love them. SmithsCountryCheese.com. Click on the shop tab to order your gift boxes. Order online using the code KIRK for 10% off all gift boxes. And I want to see video from, let's say, 3 Minifans today for tomorrow. 3 of them, if you're paying attention. Badgering a local supermarket person saying, why don't you have Smith's Country Cheese here? Why don't you just do that? Do it. Do that for me, okay? Make me feel better. Go to SmithsCountryCheese.com. Use the code KIRK and then go badger some supermarket managers. But do it politely. You never know. This person may become a good friend of ours. It's the kind of friends we have in that business. So SmithsCountryCheese.com, code KIRK. Do that right now and help out a great company.
I will say, though, the Minifans have been slacking a little bit on sending me Madawaska video. Some people have been good.
Oh, really? Well, I know there's plenty of it.
They need to get that in. Robinson at barstoolsports.com. Send it over.
Good. Well, I mean, I imagine some of it was difficult to do when you were up there. It's hard to... It is. I tried. I talked about some of this Saturday during the show. It is a weird thing to be. I couldn't imagine actually being famous. Like being famous in a world for 24 hours is so strange. Where you walk in the hotel lobby and there are people applauding. But
you are actually famous.
Not really.
I'm like Boston.
No.
You were the number one guy on radio, and people recognize you where you go.
I'm aware of my radio history. I mean, marginally, regionally, semi-famous person where I get recognized, whatever, once a day. But you go to this place and like your car is cleaned in the parking lot, and there are people. It's a very straight. There are people, taking pictures with you, and it's strange. I completely understand how weird that is, and I love every single one of them. As I said the other night, even the ones I hate, I love, and it's intoxicating. So I do wonder if that's part of it too. You know what I mean? For you,
for me,
yeah, because it's kind of new. It's different.
Maybe,
and I like so that part I sympathize with too.
There's some of that for me where people are like, "Hey, come to like people in my hotel, come down, have a few beers." I'm like, "Oh, great."
I get that because I remember for me,
there's probably some of that
in like 2014, 13 when I got my first whiff of it. It is weird, like you don't know, and this is different than that. Like this was a radio, and we didn't do shit like this, and it wasn't as interactive. And we didn't do stuff.
And this is essentially everyone in that town. We had as many people as they do residents.
Correct. So I get that. So I have sympathy for that. I just think, like I said, I think it's just been a trust broken and just needs to be repaired. It doesn't mean it won't be repaired. It probably will be repaired. I hope it's repaired. And we don't want, look, I don't want you not on the show. I want you on the show.
Right.
I want to be very clear about that. When the three of us are, like, I love doing the show with you guys. I don't want to do the show with 2 other people. at all. That's why even a few weeks ago, Steve and I was pissed off. And I'm much angrier at you than I was at Steve. Steve's mistake was just a mistake because he's a fucking moron. Like, he just doesn't know what I want to do. All due respect. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was a
This was like disrespectful.
Yes.
Almost. Yeah,
not almost. Not almost. No, don't.
I'm trying to give myself that because of how much I respect.
You want to keep your job, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then don't say buts.
Okay.
It was I told you not to do something, you did it.
Right.
And it was something, again, it wasn't, hey, don't take that road to get to the hotel. It wasn't that. It was, don't drink because I think it might fuck up the show, and you did it. Now Steve looks angry.
You
angry about me a couple of weeks ago?
No. I just the butts in the.
Well, I mean, okay, but he's here. He's in the room. It's not an easy situation.
I know.
I'm not the world's easiest.
I was trying to say the butts in the almost because I was trying to say I do respect it. I wasn't.
I understand.
Yes.
But yes, I understand. And I'm not the easiest person to work for in situations like this. I purposely didn't want to talk to you yesterday because I would have fired you. I didn't want to talk to you Sunday because I would have fired you. So I was trying to stay distant from it, and you texted and apologized, and I appreciated that. But, what's crazy to me about it is if I hadn't quote tweeted that tweet, I don't think you had any idea I was mad at you at all.
I didn't know how bad I was, and then because I hadn't heard about it, I was like, oh, maybe I was fine. And I hadn't heard the audio yet.
Did you listen to the whole show?
No, I couldn't listen to it. No. But I hadn't heard any audio at that point. So no, I genuinely, but that's what I'm trying to tell you is I didn't know. Like, and that's what is the most scary. Is I didn't know.
I believe that you didn't know.
I didn't know I was like that.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there. I've been blackout drunk like that, and or whatever, really, whatever the official thing is.
Right.
I've been there, and the next day you don't really know what you've done. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I stopped. I don't drink anymore because I didn't.
That's what I might do. Because I said to my girlfriend, I was like, "Do I get like that a lot?" She was like, "Nah, sometimes." So maybe people just haven't said it to me for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, by the way, I have no idea. Like, you may not have a problem at all. Maybe just I don't know. There are a lot. Listen, not everybody's an alcoholic in the world, and there were a lot of people who were shit faced at the show the other night. In my world, in my perfect world, would everybody be sober at that show? Not really. Would everybody be would anybody be actually hammered though? No.
Right.
I'd prefer that because we saw the 3 or 4 people in the audience who were hammered. They were fucking annoying, but they were there. They paid their money. They loved the show. I'm not going to blame them for doing it. But, when the guy is sitting next to me and I need some help, that's I mean, and I don't want to keep going over and over, but I was you have no idea how, I think you know me well enough to know how mad I was. Steve will tell you. I mean,
it's a long car ride back.
Well, not only that, I mean, I was just sort of, like that night, I was telling people I went to, what's Rick's place?
Big Rick's,
15 minutes. And the fans are coming to me. I was telling them. I was like, I'm just fucking pissed off, Rick. Just leave me alone. So, I mean, it was,
and hearing you, so something you just said kind of triggered something in me where I'm like, wow, maybe I'm not handling this right. Where you said, the guy sitting next to me, like, I need you. And I don't think of myself. That's another confidence thing where I don't think of myself as you needing me.
You're on the show.
Right.
I mean, you're up there. You're going up to Madawaska.
Right.
You're not going up. Like, you're not going up to Madawaska to drink with the Minifans.
Exactly, yeah.
I think sometimes, and I thought about this last night too, I think sometimes you still think you're a fan.
Right.
And I appreciate that you were a fan of my old show and of me and that you're a fan of my talent. I appreciate that. But you're on the show now.
Right. And sometimes I forget, like, I don't think of myself, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But when you said that, like, you need, like, I need your help, I'm like, oh, shit, like, that's the first time I've heard that. Like, I didn't.
Well, it turns out I didn't.
No, I know. I know that. But you know, do you get what I'm saying?
No. Well, I mean, I would say, I'm not saying this to be a dick, but in the hierarchy of the show,
right?
I think Steve's the second most important guy in the show.
Okay.
I just do. I mean, produces the show. Like, if it wasn't for, we literally could not get the show on the air if it wasn't for Steve.
Right.
And he's a voice on the air, and he handles all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but just because you're the third, in my mind, third on the show or whatever, you're still, like, I hired you. I fought for you. I advocated for you to be hired. I have you sitting here every day.
And that's something I should have taken more.
If I didn't value, there's no way you'd just be gone.
Right.
Like, you're a part of the show. And I do like the fact that you bring a fan's perspective to the show. That's important. But you have to intellectually recognize there is now a disconnect. Like, you're not, we love Kevin from Bristol. We love Steve from Providence. We love all of them. You interact with them on a more personal level than I do, say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not them.
Right.
Like, I don't have Kevin from Bristol in here because he's not on the show.
Yeah.
And we love him. And by the way, it's also, I understand, tricky because the audience, as I always say, is sort of the fourth person. Now I think about it, you're fourth. I put the audience third, you're fourth.
Fair enough.
You're definitely fourth. I mean, you're about 90th now. But like you know, you're like they're part of that. So it gets even weirder. But I don't know, like if you see me at these shows, like I have fun with these guys, I take some pictures with them, but like, and I talk to them, and occasionally if something's going on in their lives, I reach out. But there is a clear, like, you know, line.
Yeah.
And they know that, and I know that, and I don't think they want any different either. Like, that's why I shouldn't say Mike and the Other Fans was horrible on Friday night. It was just, to me, sort of a thing where it's kind of like, well, you know, there's no line there. You know what I'm saying, or no?
I think that anybody who works in this business just has to learn, you know, I know we were talking about fame earlier, but you have to learn how to be the star at a live event. Like, you know, you have to look, there's certain like protocols that you need to follow.
Meaning I have to remember people are watching me, basically.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's watching you, but also basically, you know, you don't drink ever at these live events.
I mean,
I've been doing these for like 5 or 6 years. I would have said never have a sip of alcohol. I think I'm funnier after a few beers too, but it's not, you know, it didn't cross my mind to take that shot when Breadline Callahan sent it over.
Everyone thinks they're funnier after a few drinks. Right. I always thought it was funnier after a few drinks. And I wasn't. Like, you know, my parents had their shit. Can you call my brother Adam? I just don't remember what anniversary it was. Fuck. Oh, you know, he's on a vacation. Shit.
He's still gonna have time for us.
Yeah, I think he's actually playing golf right now. Must be nice.
Somebody suggested on Twitter that the best prank phone call would be for us to call somebody at 10:59.
We may do that. Now call Ryan. I want to say it was the 25th, which would have been 97, 22, 72 they were married. July 22nd, 72. So 97, July. That would make sense.
Does Ryan's number end 880?
Yes. Yeah, it's a 508 area code, so go get him. You guys get to work.
Am I live to tape?
Hi, Ryan Minahan. This is Steve Robinson. You are live to tape with Kirk Minahan.
That's a chilling voice to hear at 8:30 in the morning.
Let me ask you, hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing. My fucking thing's not working. You got me now?
I hear you. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So we were talking to Mike. Obviously, we're going through the whole thing. So I was trying to explain to him, like, everyone thinks they're funny after a couple of drinks. What year was it? Was it Mom and Dad's 25th anniversary where I gave that speech?
It's the most shit-faced I've ever seen a human being in my life.
But I thought I was funny, but I was fucking hammered, right? And it was terrible.
You guys see that? You see that clip of Kirk when he got off the KFC radio and his armpits were like
that's right.
elbow to chest? He was wearing a gray T-shirt with a sweater vest.
I had a great sweater vest going. Remember that green? I looked like Colin Montgomery. It was a great sweater vest.
So screwed up, but you were covered in so much sweat. It was unreal.
And then
you
what?
You did nothing.
Nothing. I just fucking babbled, and I thought it was funny. And I think people laughed to be nice. I remember thinking I got laughs, but it was just because I think they were uncomfortable. But then remember,
that's exactly what happened to me.
Remember, 2 hours later, back at the house, I was banging my head. I think I took a piss on the floor, which I would always do.
No. We came home. You got home just a little bit before us, and I don't know how old I was. I was pretty young.
You were 13. Because I remember when you turned 13, I said I was not going to sleep with you anymore.
Right.
I broke that.
And you didn't keep that promise.
I violated that promise and you. That's true. Go ahead.
But we walked into the first bathroom with Christine sitting next to you, and you were like curled up on the ground.
That's right.
Half blackout, passed out on the toilet.
That's right. But I remember I was banging my head against the floor. I do remember that.
It was like 3:30 in the afternoon.
It was screaming Nazis.
No, Heineken. That's right. God, but I remember somebody. Same thing though. People bought me shots though. I think somebody bought, like, one of our cousins bought me a shot or something.
Oh,
It was at a random place. It was somewhere in Somerville, like a VFW or something. Remember that?
Yeah, it was a strange place. You were a mess.
That fuckhead, Uncle Mike, that asshole.
So, like, how far along is Mike in his steps?
He's getting there. He's getting there. But that was that weird period where I was just urinating on floors.
You came back from some event.
Yeah, some reunion.
I was awake
something.
because I was watching Shotgun Saturday Night because it was on at 1 a.m. or something like that. And you came, knocked on the door, there was no lights on, so I couldn't see you, and you fell on me.
Right.
I got you into the kitchen, and then I turned around, and your pants were down at your ankles, and you were just pissing on the kitchen floor.
This is not. See what I'm saying? This is good. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for fucking ruining my day. Goodbye. But so that's a long way of saying. So I gave that speech at my parents' 25th anniversary. Big day for them. It was a surprise party, and I did the same thing. I got a couple laughs at the start, and I thought it was funny. And the next day, I thought, oh, no big deal. And it was a fucking disaster. And I was younger than you. I guess I was 22 at the time. But I mean, I thought it was funny. I thought it was fine, and it wasn't fine. And and those were moments where, and it took me a few good years after that, where I was like, I just can't drink again. Now you're probably in a totally different situation. I have, my brother you just talked to went to Hazleton in Minnesota and cleaned up when he was very young. My other brother went away to clean up. My dad had issues. His dad had issues. It's just all over the family. So I proactively, before it got really bad, said, I'm just not going to do this anymore.
Right.
Because I think about the other night, right? Think if I drank, think how you were. Imagine if people wanted to buy me drinks the other night.
Right.
Been a train wreck.
It would have been a fucking disaster. I mean, if I was
and honestly, it would have fucked up the Wilbur too, because everybody who went there, everybody who went there would have said, "Oh, what is this? What we're going to get if we go to the Wilbur?"
I wouldn't have this career if I was still drinking. I honestly wouldn't. I would first of all I'd probably be in jail. I would have got arrested for drunk driving 6 times. But I just said I have to. My brother said I think way more advanced problems than I did, but I just intellectually said I can't do this anymore.
Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe it's not. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking right now.
But maybe not. But maybe it's the thing where you say, "Hey, look, honestly, if you don't have you can drink as much as you want. I don't care as long as it doesn't affect your job performance."
I think the other thing too is I take too much to heart sometimes. On Friday, you guys were talking, and it's like, "Oh, well, Mike's just the punching bag." Blah blah blah. I think I take that too much too. I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm just the guy that gets shit on. I can have a few. Who gives a fuck? I can have a few drinks." You know what I mean? Certain things like that, I take too much to heart, I think.
Right. Well, you've been better off not being there Saturday than being there like you were. Right. You know what I mean? And being a punching bag is also I don't know. Steve's a punching bag.
Right. No, I'm not saying you're wrong to say. I'm saying I take it too much oh, well, I'm just the idiot, so who gives a fuck how I come off? You know what I mean? That's too much in my thinking where it's well, I'm just a fool,
I guess. I don't know. What do you think, Steve? What do you think of the stories of my debauchery?
I'm just trying to imagine. Well, actually, you're talking about the 25th anniversary party. It makes me think of my own parents' 25th anniversary party.
They were still married at that point?
They were, yes. Okay. And one Mr. Ben Robinson got a few tequila shots into him, and he decided he was going to be funny, too. Except for he was going to throw every single one of our aunts into Ripley Pond.
The aunts?
Just the aunts.
Okay.
Well, no, I think aunts too.
Wow, Jesus.
The aunts and the aunts. And he was, there was, the lights were on, but ain't nobody home. And you had a 6'5", 270-pound guy throwing people into the lake. And it was kind of tee-hee funny, but somebody could have gotten really hurt.
That's the thing. And it didn't get to that point where, thank God,
threatening people.
Well, it's not but it wasn't.
But also you guys weren't, in that story or that story, you guys weren't working, and I was, so.
Correct. Although I disrespect, I feel, it became luckily sort of a joke as years went on, but in as this will be, maybe 2 or 3 years from now, who knows? But with my parents, I felt bad. It was a big day for them, and I was like, oh, what a fucking idiot, and that's I just think that has to be your attitude now, because it's sort of something that's, I just take very, very serious. And if one person left driving back from Madawaska was like, I didn't enjoy the show as much as I thought I would have because Mike was drunk, that pisses me off. If somebody had said, hey, I didn't think Kirk was that funny, or I didn't think Mike was that funny, or Steve, fine, I don't care about that. But it's sort of like, hey, they didn't give us, I think Steve gave 100% that weekend, unbelievable. I think I gave 100% of that live show. I gave you everything I had. And I think that's our job. That is our we have a deal with this audience. They help us out. They're loyal as can be, and we never stop giving them fucking content ever. And ironically, we're giving them some now. But this is not the show I wanted. It's not the show I wanted to do today.
It would have been nicer to come and laugh about the live show and all that.
Adam Minahan's calling.
I put him on. Well, he's fine. Let him humiliate me too.
Hey, Adam, you're live to tape with Kirk Minahan.
I forgot you were golfing.
I'm at PPC Snodgrass right now. What do you want?
What hole are you on?
I'm on the range right now.
Oh,
fucking perfect.
What time are you teeing off?
9:20.
9:20. It's all right. I just called Ryan after this. We're having a conversation with Mike, and I talked about my speech at Mom and Dad's 25th wedding anniversary where I passed out and was banging my head against the bathroom floor and urinating on the floor. So we went over the whole thing. I know you have no embarrassing stories to add as well to your own life, so we won't do that. We won't.
No. I just actually had my 14-year sobriety. February 10th? Is it the 11th or whatever it is? So I had it yesterday.
That's right. It's right around Kate's birthday.
It is. Tomorrow's Kate's birthday, right?
Tomorrow is Kate's birthday. That's true. So, all right. So we went over the whole thing. But, yeah, I mean, everyone has that sort of, I'm sure you have about 20 of them where you're like, holy fuck, I can't believe I did that in that situation.
What do you mean? Like the DUIs, passing out at the at a stoplight with my foot on the brake in the drive and still in park?
True.
The cop knocking on the window?
Yes.
Something like that?
I also think of the one like this. The speech you gave at my wedding is probably not one you'd like back.
Listen, I just think that it was important to emphasize the word happy 19 times in a span of 90 seconds.
I think you and I should probably just avoid each other's weddings in the future. Doesn't usually All right, well, good luck. I'll give me a call later on.
All right, Mike, you talk. See you later.
See you later. Are people calling you? What was going on?
Yeah, people are calling me. The do not disturb's off when I'm talking on the phone.
No. The fans just call you the whole show?
Yes. Turns out it was a mistake to leave my phone number in the podcast the other day.
What a guest. Yes, my brother Adam, I'm glad you mentioned, he got multiple, he had DUIs. He was going to go to jail. I mean, he had to go to rehab, and he was a real mess. And again, this is not you. He's his life, and he had drugs and stuff. He's legitimately turned his life around. Like, it's pretty great. But he had the same thing where in my wedding, like he and Ryan were the co-best men, and he gave his speech that was just like, I talked about my parents. It was sort of like, and if you watch the video of it, like I'm literally turning my body. I'm so uncomfortable. Yeah. So I also think of stuff like that. So I just it's for me a super sensitive subject.
Right. I can understand.
So, yeah, I don't know. What do you got, Steve?
I don't know. I think after something like that happens, because I've been in situations like that before where you embarrass yourself, you have that pit in your stomach and it's uncomfortable, and you just want like to do anything you can to make it go away. But there's a reason why that pit's there, because it's like a reminder, and you'll carry it with you for a long time.
That was the big thing yesterday. Is like I was like, I wish I could just go back and like not just be like, no, I'm good. Sorry, no thanks, no drinks, I'm all set. It's like such a fixable thing.
Right. Let's be very, 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 very clear about this. It is not the fan who bought. It's not their fault.
No, not even. Steve from Providence called me yesterday. I saw I'm so sorry. Yeah. I was like, don't.
And he thought,
fault.
I saw him tweet that he thought you were funny at the show, and that's great if he thought that. That's wonderful. I'm glad he had a good time. But I didn't, and it's my show, and I call the shots, and I think you probably, I'd
like to have it back.
I wouldn't tell you to go. I don't know. You have any other sound from it, Steve? I mean, we might as well rub your face in it over here.
It makes you wonder, what is life worth?
Because of Mike Geary's salary?
Yes, because there's a man here who's just such a joke that, what's the point of all of it?
All right.
That might be more my real feelings coming out.
Maybe. But, yeah. So, I mean, you got to figure that shit out. And, you should go to therapy, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to do,
I definitely should, yeah.
Well, Steve, will you say something or no? Let me just simply say first. If there's by the way, I think it's worth sending to these advertisers, Steve. I was going to mention this to you. I just forgot I was going to text you yesterday. I like the idea of the audience knowing all the ad stuff. That to me is a great, when I'm doing, remember I was saying the name, they were yelling it back at me?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good evidence that they're listening to the ads for the show.
I would think so,
I would let the people know that, because that is, my guess, really unusual. I could be wrong.
The call and repeat with our advertisers?
Yes. I would see if we can figure out a way to get to know that.
You don't think that happens on a Ringer podcast?
I don't think so. I don't know.
At the Pod Save America live show?
I mean, I gotta say, whether a live show, it's just such a fucking weird world. All right. If there's a break-in, here's what Simply Safe will do for you. They'll use real video evidence to give police an eyewitness account of the crime. That means police dispatch up to 350 times faster, 50% faster, rather, than a normal burglar alarm. Prevents your home from fires, water damage, carbon monoxide poisoning, 24/7 monitoring by live security professionals. You can set up the system yourself, no tools needed. or Simply Safe can do it for you. It's only 50 cents a day with no contracts. Visit simplysafe.com/Kirk. Simplysafe.com/Kirk. Free shipping and a 60-day risk-free trial. You've got nothing to lose. Go now and be sure to go to simplysafe.com/Kirk so they know our show sent you. Simplysafe.com/Kirk. Do it right now, men fans. Protect your house. I know a bunch of you do. We hear from you guys all the time. Make your house safer. Make yourself safer. Help us out. Help them out. We have a good partnership with Simply Safe. We like them. Simplysafe.com/Kirk. Simplysafe.com/Kirk. Yeah. So I mean, I don't. Did you talk to anyone else in your life about this, or
just my girlfriend, pretty much.
What did she say?
That maybe I do, like, if I'm feeling that way, that I should get some. And she's tried to get me into therapy for months, so probably a good thing.
Well, I think she's, I don't know this. My guess is she's probably been out with you a few times. She's been like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" I mean, it just makes it.
Maybe.
I would say almost definitely.
Yeah.
If that's, if this is what it's like,
right?
And that could be, that could be a lot.
I imagine.
Just saying, people in my life have been around it. It can be.
Yeah.
It can be a lot. What was I going to say, Steve? Trying to think of anything else from the weekend, just in general. I've forgotten.
Well, there was one huge mistake that was made on my part.
Oh, what's that?
I got shiners instead of smelts for bait.
Oh, you did?
I think that contributed to the poor fishing out on the ice.
Oh, yeah. So I thought somebody told me there were a lot caught. There was only one fish caught?
No, there were like 9 yellow perch caught. But the thing in the hierarchy of fish, yellow perch are barely fish. We were looking for salmon or brook trout.
Are you crying, Mike? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Are you crying?
No.
Look like you're getting a little, wipe out some tears there. You all right?
Wipe the gunk out of my eye.
What are you crying about?
I'm not crying about anything.
It's okay if you are. I mean, we're
I'm not yet.
We don't need to do that.
What?
Is there anything that I can do to help? You don't have to ask.
I gotta say, honestly, like
show.
Steve was generally more concerned than I was from a personal level. I was so mad that Steve, to his credit, was.
I appreciate that. No, it's on me.
Well, I know, but you're on the show. I mean, this is, it's going to help or hurt the show going forward. So it would behoove the show to know what's going on and figure out what we can do. I don't claim to know if you have a drink problem. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think it's more that I felt I should drink because I'm more confident.
You were self-medicating a lack of self-esteem.
Which is the issue I should be working on, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, and again, I think I'm sure there's stuff gone. Like, again, I think it's not that complicated. Like, I think you have a disability, which I think limits you a lot of ways socially. I'm sure you haven't had an easy life in a lot of ways because of that, and I totally get that. Like, I understand that. I really do. But I think you're better off trying to figure out what's going on, how to solve that, and getting hammered at a live show when your boss tells you not to do it is not the solution.
Yeah,
that is definitely not the solution.
Imagine not. Yeah,
I'm just telling that's that to me is like, I'd call Jack Sabby strike one mildly. I'd call this a huge strike two. And it's just like, we're now at the point where, to me, like, this is, I'm not even sure, honestly, maybe you disagree, Steve. I don't even know if a suspension is honestly necessary at this point. And if you disagree, we can talk about it now, because, like, I think he knows if he, like, fucks up again. I mean, he could sit home for 2 days if you'd rather have him do that, Steve.
Well, I think he's punished himself enough. I mean,
well,
honestly,
I don't care about that part of it. I'm just telling you, like that to me is not. But like, I think I've made it pretty clear that if there's another fuck up, it's over. And maybe that's not a big deal to you. Like maybe, I'm just saying. Maybe you say, hey, I make more money somewhere else, do something else.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it's over. Like it's over. A trust has been violated, and in a big situation. And if you fuck up again, and to me, a fuck up again is my, like, if you walk in one day and say something I don't like, I could be the third. Like I'm at the point now where it's not like, hey, if Mike gets drunk again, he's fired. If you come in one day on like a fucking shirt you're wearing, I might fire you. Like but not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm just telling you, like, you might laugh. I'm at the point now where it's like,
I got you.
The thinnest line possible. And maybe a month from now there'll be a little more room, and a month later a little more room than that. And maybe we get to the Wilbur and it's great. And then we're off to the races again. But like right now I'm so pissed off, and I appreciate and I understand that you're legitimately upset and feel bad and contrite about it. But that doesn't do much for me.
Right.
When it comes to my anger about that. I mean, I don't know. My initial reaction was to suspend him for a couple of days, but I'm not sure what that accomplishes. I think we've made our point, unless you disagree. If you disagree, that's fine.
Well, when you brought up the prospect of a suspension, I said that I thought that was fair because I thought the alternative was you firing him based on how angry you were.
Well, I think I'd either fire him now or just not suspend him. Like, there's to me, we suspend him for 2 days.
I think having the sword of Damocles hanging over his head for the next several months is a pretty severe punishment.
No, we'll find out. I don't know. We'll see. What were you going to say?
It's not like you forgot to cut up some Periscope video here.
Yeah, true. Which was not to me, just not an understanding of things. That's all. And that's, to me, as I said to you that day, that's a mistake. I mean, we beat you up for it, but it's a human mistake. This is, I didn't tell you to do it. And you said, oh, absolutely, then didn't do it.
Right. Yeah.
So, go ahead.
I was going to ask, will I be able to, I guess the benefit of a suspension is, can I come in and joke around tomorrow? Now, is it weird having me here? Or
I think it's going to be weird going forward, right?
I don't.
I don't know.
It's a show. It's our show. I mean, we come in here every day and talk about Mike being drunk. We talk about it. No other show would do this, really. And that's part of the appeal, I think. That's part of the reason why people like it so much. And I'm just going through my head here. I might change my mind at 4 o'clock this afternoon today and say, hey, don't come in the rest of the week. That could definitely happen. Mm-hmm. But you coming in here, put it this way. If you come in here tomorrow, I don't want the woe is me stuff. That's over.
Right.
We've talked about it. If I bring you back tomorrow, that means you're coming back tomorrow to do the show.
Right.
Now you're coming back tomorrow with me, probably not trusting you as much as I did, obviously, a week ago. That's life. I mean, this is,
I guess more what I'm asking about.
You could quit. I
don't want to do that.
What were you going to say?
I guess more what I'm asking is, tomorrow if I make a joke, am I going to be nervous joking around, or what I mean?
It's up to you. I don't know.
Right.
I know you're back tomorrow and you're back to do your job tomorrow. That's, that's your.
I guess I meant more, will you be comfortable with it? But
we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I mean, that's what I meant. I'm not saying I'm going to be weird or we're going to talk about it forever, but if one guy here knows that he's, third strike, thin ice, is he going to be?
That's life.
Yeah, I know it's life. I know it's life. Let's
say we spend him for a week and a half. And I've told him already that he's on thin ice and things are hanging over his head. If he comes back in a week and a half, he'll have that same feeling still.
Yeah, sure.
What's the difference? I'd rather just get it fucking out of the way and make it more comfortable. Because or we can. I don't know. Or we could suspend him. Or we could fire. I don't know. I don't want to fire him. I don't. I'm just being honest with you. I don't want to fire the guy.
I don't want that.
I like him. I think he's good on the show. I'm furious and I'm disappointed and I'm honestly just pissed off. But I don't want him fire. I don't think that does us any good. So, we fire him, then great, then what? And then we suspend him, and I don't think anything. I think he feels the same as he did before. It's I don't think that does a lot of good. I
think suspending him just hurts, more than just the one show we did on Saturday.
What do you mean?
I said if we suspend him and he's out for the rest of the week, then we're kind of taking away from other shows.
Yeah, I don't care about that part of it, though. I mean, that part of it doesn't factor in for me. It's just, do we get the message across? Because a suspension, to me, is to get a message across. And I think the message has been delivered.
Definitely.
So, I don't know, Steve, we talked about it. And unless you disagree.
No, I completely agree.
But I would say, I would just say, going forward, I'm just, again, I don't mean you come in here, you tell all the jokes you want, you do all the stuff you want, but just don't fuck up again.
Yeah.
That's it. And then if you fuck up again, know that you fucked up. I would just don't even, that's,
deal.
And we're going to, tomorrow we'll be here talking about the Wilbur, and I suspect, I think we're going to be talking about a damn near, if not totally sold out Wilbur show, and that should be our focus, and doing some other stuff, and we have a million stories I wanted to get to today, and probably won't get them today just because it's sort of weird and strange, and it's a strange thing in the air. But we'll get to them, and I think the rest of the week hopefully will be good. We'll come back tomorrow. It was weird the day, and yours transgression is worse and more damaging. But Steve's thing, Steve was in a bad mood, but
yeah, but that was more fun setting, I guess. But
you had a lot of fun that day, right?
No,
right? So 2 days later, it was fine.
You're. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Life goes on, and it was a fuck up, and it was not nobody fucking died, and we learn from our mistakes, I hope, and go forward. I don't know. I'm glad, honestly. We didn't do a show yesterday, because that would have been bad. I don't think you would have survived that show yesterday.
Right.
I think you got a break in a lot of ways. It's almost like Stella dying. You got a break from Monday's show being us replaying the show. I didn't listen to much of it. I don't know how it sounded. Okay, Steve, or
it definitely sounded different. There were feedback at times. That's one of my lessons learned, is that we got to get our own PA system and not rely on theirs. And should have maneuvered to have the equipment up there ahead of time rather than having Matt bring it up.
Yeah, that's my fault too. So it's an antiquated system, right?
Yeah. We're working with a PA system that was like 20 years old, and everybody who came up was like, I don't know. They really only use it for the occasional best man toast at a wedding reception. So we basically just need to have all of our own equipment.
Football banquets and weddings there or something.
Exactly. And now, I mean, when it comes to the Wilbur, we'll be dealing with pros. We don't have to have any of those concerns. But there will be challenging in live shows, whether it's Panora, Iowa, or wherever.
We'll just have to figure that out.
Yeah, we're just going to buy our own PA system.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is not a big deal, right? Is it hard to transport or?
Yeah, I mean, it's big, it's heavy, but no.
Yeah, I'm already looking at next. You know that. I'm already looking at the places for the fall.
Yeah. I was thinking it might be fun to try and do the live show on the ice.
What do you mean?
Like on the ice, like bring out a generator, yeah.
No, I don't want to. What? I don't want to do that.
Why not? Then we could do a crowd of 500 if we wanted to.
Well, I think Madawaska wants us to be bigger next year. And by the way, yes. I suspect it will be bigger. You could tell there are a lot of people who are pissed off they weren't there. I saw it all over social media.
There's a tremendous amount of FOMO. And I would say today at 11 o'clock, you have your chance to avoid having FOMO in June.
Well, I think Wilbur, we've already gone over the Wilbur show. It's going to be crazy. If we pull off some of the stuff I have in mind, it's going to be the greatest fucking show ever. That's what I'd say. What a fun, entertaining preview we've given them today.
Right.
But I'm looking at places. I don't even want to tell you where I'm looking, Steve, some of these places for the show in the fall.
Is the horrifying to me.
Which we're going to do. All I want to do is break even. Like, I understand that the fans have a limited income, and that's also, I don't want to drag everything back to this, but that's also kind of what pissed me off. So I think of like your basic Minifan, right? It's not everyone's got unlimited funds.
Yeah. Or time.
Yeah. So somebody spends, how much was the ticket? $75?
Yeah.
Which could have been more, but it wasn't. Fine.
Should have been more.
That's fine. $75. 2 nights hotel minimum, probably. So say another
200.
I met this really nice couple from Nova Scotia, right? These two people. And I walked in the hotel and talked to them for a while, and they drove like 14 hours through Nova Scotia. Oh, you talked to them through Nova Scotia, and they left their kid at home with their grandparents. So, they spent a couple nights at that hotel. Food, hanging out, going to Big Rick's, going to everything, getting gas, getting stuff. I mean, $600-700.
Yeah, easy.
Probably. And like, I want them to have the best show they can. I want them to have put it this way, Mike. I want to put ourselves in a position to give them, whether we do it or not, the best show they get. That makes sense, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Good. Then we're on board with that. Okay. So I just thought of that too. I was thinking of people like that, and people, and they were all great before and after the show. I think they also love just being around each other.
Yeah, it's true. Honestly, Kevin from Bristol tweeted out that it's a family. It
is. We've created.
It's the most bizarre thing, but I don't mean we. But it's so lovable.
I've created this, which is what I wanted to do. I pulled it off. And during one of those emotional speeches I gave toward the end, Mike was like mocking me in his drunk voice. I was not happy about it. That's fine. It's his own insecurity.
You listened that far, huh?
Very sorry.
It's okay. But I think of them, and that's all. Like that's really like, if we put it this way, if it was the three of us doing a fucking show here, I probably wouldn't have been as pissed. I'd be pissed, but I wouldn't be as pissed.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I'm looking all over the country. A continental U.S. though.
No, Alaska.
Not like Alaska's a lot. Alaska's probably too much to ask for them. I don't expect all the Minifans to do all these shows either. Like, I think all of them feel like they have to go to all of them. Don't. If you feel like, what?
Really?
Well, I'm not.
You don't think it's mandatory?
I don't think it's mandatory. But like, let's say we do. See, Panora, Iowa. I looked at it. It's too mainstream. It's like it's like 40 minutes outside of Des Moines, which is like a real city. You could fly in there. That's easy.
So Latino Kirk and intern Will came up with an idea during their long travels. Latino Kirk has told Will that he will finance a trip anywhere in the continental United States for the two of them, and Will has to plan the entire thing.
Oh, they just film it?
Yep.
That's fine with me. They can do whatever they want. Maybe the final
Latino Kirk spent, 30 hours in a car with Will?
Yeah.
And now wants to go do that all over again?
Good luck. It's fucking.
That's how you know Will's a good guy.
He's so annoying. He can't be a good intern.
He is.
He's an Ivy League student?
Yeah.
He's how old?
25.
It's so annoying. I fucking hate him.
He's good. He's helpful. He was busting his ass all yesterday.
I don't like him. I wish he wasn't around. I know. It'd be fun if he quit. I'll fire him. That's going to be Mike's next punch. I'll fire him and Justin.
Justin would be punishment.
Justin seemed like to have a good time. He seemed like he was having a good time.
Justin?
Yeah.
Oh, he was a real peach to be
He
around.
seemed like he enjoyed the show.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah. He had a good time. Warthog.
Yes.
Put it this way, I talked to everyone afterwards, and they're going to tell me this anyway. It seems like everybody had a good time this weekend.
Yeah.
And they love Madawaska. We love Madawaska. We're going back. I don't want to call Stacy. It's a little soon.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to do the thing in the summer. We're only going to do Madawaska twice a year.
You want to do the Kirkapalooza?
I don't want to do the Kirkapalooza. I'm happy that the guy... Who was the guy?
Russ.
He's the pilot.
Yes.
Is he the one who was talking during the show and asked me to bring Stacy up?
No.
Who was that?
That was just a local, one of Travis's friends.
He's annoying.
Yeah.
Well,
he was enjoying the show quite a bit.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, we love Travis, by the way, too. We should thank Travis.
Yes. Thank him a million times.
I know
over.
we did the end of the show, but he was a huge...
Yeah, he was.
I mean, what MVP? Like,
yeah, I don't think we could have done it without him.
No way. I mean, we would have had to do... So TJ Hubbard told me he rented a whatchamacallit? Snowmobile. $300.
Yeah, he did.
$300?
Yeah, I think he got fleeced.
Is that one right down that street?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had fun on it, though. I would go on a snowmobile again. I like
it
a little warmer conditions.
You were a little timid on it. You never really opened it up.
Yeah, once I got going, I was all right. Well, it wasn't that far. It was right to the...
Yeah, you could have cruised around the lake a little bit.
I was a little worried about going in like a hole or something.
Yeah, someone said that they saw some open water out on Long Lake, but I can't imagine
I find
that's
that
the case.
to be wholly unbelievable if that's true. Because it was... I mean, how would that be possible?
There were 2 feet of ice.
Is that what it was?
If there's an area where there's a spring that comes in, or there's a strong current, it could not freeze up, or the ice could be thinner. So that could be what it is. I don't know if the lake is spring fed or not.
I wonder what it's like in the summer up there. Like, I mean, obviously
it's probably beautiful.
It can't get too hot.
No,
the guy at the hotel told me it gets to like 75 or 80, 30.
But just be gorgeous at Travis's place, sitting down on the lakeshore.
Seems like it might be buggy to me though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's my only concern.
That's what DEET's for, you know. Get some DEET and smoke a cigar.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. But yeah, we're gonna find this, and we're gonna have. You know what we're gonna do, Steve? I've decided. We'll make a little announcement here. We're gonna open it up to the small towns across America to pitch it to us.
Okay,
to come to the Kirk to have the Kirk Minahan Show come and save your economy.
So what does the application include? Number of supermarkets.
Well,
friendliness of supermarket.
There has
clerks.
to be a supermarket, of course, but I want to come and help struggling economies in America. Unlike these other presidential candidates, I'm actually going to help. I mean, who has done more to help small town economies in the Northeast in the last couple of weeks than me?
It's true. Well, maybe Michael Bloomberg.
Maybe, but I heard Rick say this, and a couple of other people said this to me, that Madawaska is struggling a little bit right now. So I don't know their main source of income. Like, what is there? Is it just because it's a border town? Is that it, or like what would you say is the?
I think there's some of it, and I think that it depends a lot on the exchange rate. When the exchange rate fluctuates and it's favorable for American businesses, people will come over.
But I didn't see I didn't see a factory. I didn't see a plant.
I did see some of that. I saw
in Madawaska. I saw some in the.
I think they've got a lumber mill up there. Maybe.
Okay, I figured it was something like that. That makes sense. But they were saying to me that, hey, this town's really struggling right now.
Well, most towns in northern Maine are struggling.
Sure, I get that. But I mean, we went in this weekend and gave him a quick $50,000 injection. Just happy to do it, right? Between hotels and booze.
Yeah, it's a paper company.
Between hotels and booze and gas and groceries and hotels and rental car and the show. What town in America wants a quick injection and a little bit of fame for a trade-off of having to name a street after me or give me a statue or something?
Where is the key to the city, by the way?
Didn't feel like the right day to bring it in.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'll bring it in tomorrow. So I'm going to throw the gauntlet out there right now.
All right.
The Minifans can they're all over. As we know now, we always doubt this. We always think we're broadcasting to it's all over America.
Yes. All over the world.
Find me a small town in America. I don't want to leave the United States. I never want to leave the United States. I mean, I'll go to Edmundston. You guys didn't make your way to Edmundston, huh?
No, I didn't cross the border because I was hearing stories about it taking a long time.
Not at all. That's not true. I had a little issue.
Kirk Minute.
I had a little issue coming back. The car in front of me on the way back Sunday morning, the guy got the full search. He got the full search. But even that was not bad.
A lot of people crossed by accident, like going back and forth.
How would you do that?
Like they cross, like for whatever
on that bridge.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. They were saying like, oh yeah, we crossed. Like maybe they had to go through border patrol by accident. Like they took the wrong road. I don't know.
I will say, my GPS routed me through Canada and then down south. Initially, and I was like, fuck that. I'm not.
A lot of people said it was a better drive.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
It's an easier. That's one of the one of the Madawaska guys told me that. They said you should. There's like a Route 2 or 2A or something. I should take it on the way back instead of that fucking Route 11, which I took for about 20 miles on the way back instead of 150 miles, which took me about 7 hours on Saturday morning. Anyway, Edmonton. So you go over, and each time I went through, they knew who I was, and they knew Bruce and everything, so it was easy. I mean, they didn't even know the fucking amount of cocaine I had in that car. Could have choked a fucking horse. So I went in there. It was great. The hotel was really nice. Everyone was very friendly. But I checked in the guide. The people knew who I was. Like I said, there were people there applauding, taking pictures. Wonderful. Nice little town, but it's amazing. It feels like a totally different country, which it is. Even you can look over and you're looking at Madawaska. It's just strange.
Well, I mean, that area also feels different from Ottawa or Toronto as well. Well, Toronto, those areas are so, I mean, Toronto is just so metropolitan.
Well, Toronto feels like an American city to me when I'm in it.
Yeah.
I've been there a couple of times.
I think so, yeah.
It's really nice, but so that's the call out right now. So all the Minifans all over America. We're not going to do it in the Northeast. We've already got a Northeast city adopted. Madawaska is the home of the Minifans, the Northeast home of the Minifans. Maybe we go to the Deep South. Maybe we go to the extreme Northwest. Maybe we go to the Dakotas. We're going somewhere remote.
It's got to be remote.
It has to be remote, but remote enough where like there's a place where we can stay.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not sleeping.
Madawaska was perfect, and the number of places to stay, the venues, the ease of transportation after the blizzard stopped.
What was amazing about it was I drove that hideous Route 11, and like I bet you there was a 60, 70 mile stretch where I didn't see a town. Like, there were little gas stations and there'd be a little grocery store. Nothing. Madawaska was the most populous, like sort of busy little metropolis on that. I'm serious.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, oh my God, they have a Tim Hortons here. They have a gas station. They have a pizza place.
Oh my God, a Subway.
A Subway. Pizza was excellent, by the way.
I was surprised how nice of it. Like my hotel was very nice.
Well, who asked you?
Okay, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Shit. Jesus. What? Why are you here?
So fucking uncomfortable.
It's easier to laugh.
It is. It is. It is.
At least you can laugh.
I like the idea of going southwest. I'm actually. You know what? You know what I'm hoping for?
I don't, Steve. Go ahead.
Utah.
I like Utah.
Somewhere where there's only near beer.
There's only what?
Near beer.
What do you mean?
In Utah, their beer is only 2.5% alcohol or something by law.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Well, also the weird thing about Utah is in a lot of places. I remember going to Sundance with my buddy Jim Russo years ago, the film festival in like 99 or 99. I think it was 99. Memento. We saw Memento there. It played there. So maybe it was 99. Who cares? So when you go into these bars, you have to be sponsored. Some of them are like clubs, like drinking clubs, where you walk in, like, can I get a beer? Like, yeah, I sponsor them. It was weird. It was like I think it was like almost like a Mormon Utah thing.
Oh, so somebody has to validate that you're safe enough or responsible enough to drink?
Yes, which I wish we'd had this weekend. Although who would have done that really? Kevin from Bristol. So I was driving through cross country one time, and I stopped at the Chili's in Utah. I was then not drinking, and I hadn't thought of it. It was like 7 or 8 years later, and I got a Coke, and the guy next to me ordered a beer, and somebody that validated him at the Chili's, which I thought was weird.
Oh, that's
like a chain restaurant. I don't know. Who knows? So Utah, you're thinking?
Yeah,
huh?
I think Utah could be good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's a long trip for the Minifans.
It is a long trip for the Minifans. The other thing I would consider.
By the way, Colorado is my favorite state in the union to drive through. Just to wherever we're going, I'll probably drive out there. I'll throw some Minifans in I'll hang out with them.
Yeah?
Oh, sure.
Why don't we rent a bus and you can drive the bus?
Absolutely.
You can drive a bus load full of Minifans.
I would love that. I think I stayed appropriately disattached from the Minifans this weekend, the best I could.
I thought you were good. You were
nice.
I was. You were
yes.
interactive. I mean, you made it over to Big Rick's. And considering everything that had gone on,
that was to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I mean, there were people there who were just fucking obliterated, and I was like, I don't want to. I had people telling me how much I meant to them. I was like, I do not want to have this conversation right now. Just leave me alone.
I would think another area that would be, I guess I would look favorable upon an application from a small town in this area would be Ohio. Because
too close.
I know it's too close. I know it's
essentially the Northeast.
But if you look at download statistics, we are very popular in Ohio.
I don't care about that. So what? We'll be popular somewhere else. Ohio's
out.
I saw somebody propose that we do it live from the Shawshank prison, do a Shawshank trail. But that's already a huge. Mansfield, Ohio is already they already have a big tourism thing. They don't need that boost.
Yeah.
I want to go rescue somebody, be treated like heroes, incoming heroes. Like we were in Madawaska. And think about how we'll be treated next year in Madawaska.
Yes, next year in Madawaska is going to be excellent.
You heard Keith.
You know what? I thought, I guess something occurred to me. You have a lot of time to think when you're driving back. I don't think cancel culture exists in Madawaska. And that was one of the things we liked about it.
There's no internet in Madawaska.
Yeah. And
everything is set back in time in Madawaska. Like there's a movie rental place there. Like there's everything is 8 years behind.
I would say early 2000s. Yeah. Actually, at the Airbnb I stayed at, they had a VCR with VHS tapes of movies that had aired on TNT and were recorded. They actually had Top Gun.
Did you watch it?
I did. Yeah, a little bit.
What'd you think of it?
I kind of tuned in and out of it.
One of the guys from North Carolina, I think maybe.
Yeah,
a couple of the guys were telling me the same thing, that they watched the black and white Wild Wild West, the Will Smith movie on TV. So it was a different scene. I liked being away from all that shit for a day or two.
It was.
I told you. I said this on Saturday. I could live there. And look, my kids would want to live there. My family would want to live there. I understand. If I was by myself, single, 52 years old or whatever, like I could do the show from Madawaska every day. I would just build a little studio there. You guys could be here. No problem.
Might take around. Us 10 years to load a show. But.
That's true. But I'm just saying, then the show's done. Go for a little walk, a little lunch at Jeff's.
Be some great running paths.
I don't know. You think?
Yeah.
The only town I like is that Fort Kent next to it. That's
really?
a nice, very nice town. I took a nice walk through there on Sunday.
Yeah, it's a little college town.
With my Tim Hortons. Yeah, was it Northern Maine University or something?
University of Maine at Fort Kent.
At Fort Kent. I had my Tim Hortons hot chocolate, and I took a little walk through there. I could easily live there. Get myself, what's the body of water I'm looking at there?
The St. John River.
The St. John River, flowing. I could easily live there. So Ohio's out.
All right, Ohio's out.
Utah's in play. But I'm putting a call out to the Minifans.
You want Colorado. I can see there's a hunger in your eyes to return.
I love Colorado, but even that, like I'm talking, I want remote.
Will it change the dynamic of the show if we're at a higher altitude and we're struggling to breathe?
I've had a hard time in Colorado before. It's not easy. But I'm putting the call out. Again, Dakotas, Idaho, Wyoming. How about deep, deep Mississippi? How about us doing it in one of those churches on a Sunday with that crowd? Crossing over. These are the things I'm just, throw it out there. Find me a town. What town wants it bad enough? What town wants 50 grand? 75 grand? Who knows? Maybe we play a little golf. I don't know. Who the hell knows what we're going to do? It's going to be in the fall, though, I think.
All right.
Yeah. I know you're excited about it.
Oh, I am. I'm very excited about it. I love planning these kind of things.
Yeah. And Mike will be there, I guess. We'll see.
Yep.
I
don't know what to do anymore.
You're on the verge of tears here the whole show.
Pretty much.
You're all right now?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
You don't seem like you are.
I mean, all right as I can be. I'll be better tomorrow.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, and I would like to get to the, other stuff. I'd like to get to the trade. I actually have some Gayle King follow-up. There's a bunch of EEI stuff I want to make fun of. We have a whole bunch of stuff to do, which we'll get to tomorrow. And I think, by the way, tomorrow will be, recap of this show. I'm sure people want to react to this. And I think a lot of people, maybe people will give me shit for it. Great. That's fine. I don't know why, but, and I predict there'll be a Wilbur disaster. I'm not saying Iowa caucus, but I'm saying we didn't really do any Oscar stuff too, but did nothing much hit for me on that. Honestly.
No,
it was kind of a boring show. B- for that. But I would say, yes, I predict there are going to be frustrated Minifans in an hour and 46 minutes.
Frustrated because all the tickets have already been purchased, or just frustrated because the website's not working?
The website or something.
I think that the website will be able to handle it. I don't think this is the first time that there's been a crush of people trying to get tickets from their website.
At the Wilbur?
Yeah.
What, the Matt Siegel show? Like what am I missing?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just I don't know.
What's the upcoming shows? Let me see the upcoming shows at the Wilbur. We have any parody songs yet? By the way, I better get a funny parody song making fun of Mike tomorrow, or we're in the wrong fucking business.
I have a feeling there might be.
Or I'm fucking getting out of this business. Let me see here. Upcoming Wilbur shows.
Yvonne Orgy on the 21st. Mo Amur on the 22nd.
You just say Yvonne Orgy?
Orgy. Orji. I'm
not familiar.
Okay, so maybe I was wrong. All right.
Jim Norton, there you go.
Oh, there, yeah.
The Golden Girls show, a puppet parody. Upcoming shows.
The Misfits podcast.
Chris Hardwick's going to be there. Jeez. Guys only, I think, of that show. Got The Fab Faux. Oh God, do I hate them? There's nothing I hate more than fucking tribute bands. God, I hate them. I fucking hate them. Friends of the Wilbur. Yeah, so
all I was saying is if you got somebody like Norton who's got
he's got 2 shows. So Jim's
got over 100,000 Twitter followers and he tweets out, hey, go buy these tickets. There could be high demand on the website.
Oh, for sure.
That happens sometimes where I'm trying to buy tickets for a show like that and it's $300. So probably what happens is what you saw yesterday where bots just buy them up.
Yeah. It's a good industry to be in, the scalping business.
Who asked you? Why is this mic on? I'm looking at the Golden Girls puppet show. There's a lot of tickets available still. If you're looking for good tickets, they're there.
You want to hear a parody song? We've got a song about Madawaska. It'll hold for tomorrow if you're not feeling it.
What grade would you give it?
I would give it a B plus. It's between a B plus and an A minus. It's a good one.
Between a B plus.
It sounds like it's done by our standby, the Steve's a Liar guy, but I think it's a different artist.
All right, let's hold off till tomorrow.
Okay.
It was the Steve's a Liar guy had a very good parody song the other night.
He did.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Stacey.
The Stacey one?
Yes, it was. It was very good. And he reached out and he said, do you think you guys can, if I'm performing with you at the Wilbur, do you think you can give a seat for my wife? And I was like, yeah, we can. For all the joy you've brought to the sport, we can give a seat to your wife.
Ironically, it was born from Mike's embarrassment. Was I do like, and I think the people liked my little interactive stuff.
Yes. So I guess if we want to do reflections,
you probably don't remember it, Mike, but I thought it went over pretty well. I thought.
Seemed to.
Yeah.
If we want to do reflections on that, you need to have a wireless mic.
Yes, because I want it to be very interactive.
If you're going to dance around and shake your ass like that, we can't have the cord
and I'm going to be
floating
in the
over
crowd.
the crowd.
I think I'll be in the crowd a little bit too. So we're going to have to figure that out. I've spent a lot of time the last day or two putting together this Wilbur show. So yeah, we'll get there. It is weird being in the room with like Kevin from Bristol, or when you're playing the Kevin from Bristol parody song.
I could tell you really weren't feeling that song.
It was okay. It was okay.
It was a little slower and longer
yeah,
than
the audience,
for the moment.
Yeah.
Like Stacey's song, that guy has the sweet spot. He knows like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
2 minutes max.
Yeah.
Kevin likes the anthems, which is okay.
Yeah.
But,
I will say the entire time riding back from Madawaska, all I heard in my head was Kirk Minahan, Kirk Minahan, Kirk Minahan.
That's an issue. What happens to Stacey now when the clouds go over the sun and your stardom is fading just a little bit? What is that next day like?
Oh, I don't think her stardom's fading.
Well, a little. I mean, like we've moved on.
Her profile in Madawaska through the roof.
You think still?
Yeah.
I don't want to lose her as a friend. We'll check in with her every once in a while. I still want to talk to her, but I started tweeting out a picture of her phone. It's like, it's got to be tough the morning after when the band is left and you're kind of just watching the bus roll away.
Well, I think there might be also an element of comfort for her.
Oh, you think it's back to normalcy a little bit?
Yeah, back to normalcy. It was good. She hitched a ride on the Kirk train.
I didn't see her and Bruce laughing a lot during the show. I don't know.
Oh, it's because they have no fucking clue what's going on. You're dancing around like a maniac singing about rape. There's a room of 160 people singing about a Red Sox employee who molested children.
I saw the one video.
What the fuck?
The rape was super loud. The sound was super loud, and you could see them in the background. I was like, what could they possibly be thinking right now? What do you think?
I have no idea.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out in the next town we go to too, which will be interesting. But that's 2 shows away. Go ahead.
And I think obviously we're going to have it at the Wilbur, but for future live shows, I think live music would be cool to have.
Oh, I agree.
Rather than just, some of the songs like "Rape" is kind of a tough one because there's a lot of production involved in that Matt did. Right. So I don't know how that would work as a live performance. But I think having people perform new and classic parody songs.
I think the idea of a couple of new songs is a must.
Yeah.
Even if it's to warm up the audience a little bit before the show.
Definitely.
We'll got plenty to work on. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about that, which will be. I'm telling you, I think there's going to be some ticket issues.
Don't jinx us.
Well, I could be wrong.
Jinxing us.
I don't. You think so?
Yes.
All right. So thanks to Smith's Country Cheese. Thanks to Simply Safe. So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll have a lot to cover, I suspect, from the show today and from the Wilbur stuff. And there's actually stories I want to dig in to tomorrow as the week goes on. So, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.